Hey everyone, it's Rachel here at Cozy Corner Crochet. Just jumping on here today because it's been an exciting week in my crochet world. I've had a chance to finish some projects, yay! And I've had a few YouTubers mentioning my channel and my name out there, so that's awesome. I wanted to say thank you to those guys. First, Billy from the Crafty Floridian, she mentioned my channel, and she's just a great lady. I love watching her. She's so funny and she just keeps me laughing, and she's really sweet. So if you haven't watched her channel, you need to go check it out. Her channel name is the Crafty Floridian and her name is Billy, and you'll really enjoy watching her. She's really funny. And the next YouTuber that mentioned my channel was Carrie Penny at Happy Crafty Homemaker, and she was talking about me because she was opening her Jimmy Bean Knit Club package and giving her kind of final review on what she thought of that knit club. And she mentioned my channel because she knows that I did the crochet club and I did my openings on camera, so she referred people over to me for that. So I'll get back to Jimmy Beans in a minute, but just wanted to say a big thank you to Carrie Penny for mentioning me and for watching my channel. I love watching you as well. So, and the final YouTuber that mentioned my channel this week was Seta over at Seta's Place, and she was doing one of her tea tastings. I love watching her with her teas, and she was watching my channel while she was tasting her tea, so that was really awesome that she mentioned me, and she actually showed a picture of her computer screen with my video up on it, so that was cool that she's watching me, and it just amazes me that so many people enjoy watching what I have to say. So I'm getting very close to 300 subscribers now, and that's incredible to me because I didn't think I would even get 10 people who cared about what I had to say about crochet. So it's kind of cool, and again, this is a great community to belong to, so if you want to start making videos, I suggest you don't hesitate because it's a great thing. So with that said, I've had some time to finish some objects this week, so I do have finished objects to show you, yay! I haven't had any in the last few weeks. So I want to talk about my finished objects, but before I do that, I'm really excited because I made an order on Amazon, and I ordered my very first set of Clover Amour crochet hooks. I'm so excited to get them. I was really surprised that I had found them at the price that they were. They were $35.97 for a set of 10, which is incredible. And so I went ahead and ordered them, and unfortunately it's going to take a little bit longer to get to me because I canceled my Prime membership. I don't know, I've become a cheapskate lately and decided that I didn't need to pay the price for that, and because I don't order a whole lot from Amazon and we weren't really using the Prime Movie service or the Prime Music service. My daughter has Apple Music, so that's what she uses, and I listen to Pandora if I want to, but mainly we use it for the shipping purposes, but we didn't make enough orders really for it to pay for itself, so I decided to cancel it. Now I may change my mind if I start ordering more things from them. I may sign up again, but right now I don't have Amazon Prime, so the shipping takes a little bit longer, and then I had to pay for shipping too. So, but the shipping wasn't outrageous for those. And I did get a notification yesterday that they shipped, yay, so I should be getting them pretty soon. And when I do get them, I'm going to do a quick review of them, see how I like them and what I think, but I'm really, really excited to use them. Lots of people have been talking about how nice it is to crochet with them and how they just glide through the yarn, so I want to see if there's any difference between them and the boy hooks that I currently use. Not to mention the fact that my boy hooks are getting a little worn out, and I seem to be misplacing hooks. Every time I turn around I can't find one. I think that's just because I have little whips here and there, and I didn't used to do that, so that's something different. So going back to the Jimmy Beans Crochet Club, when I signed up for Jimmy Bean's Crochet Club, I just purchased a 3-month gift subscription, which meant that after that 3 months it was done unless I decided to buy another 3-month subscription or sign up for a 12-month and just have it keep going. So I decided that I'm not going to sign up for another 3-month subscription. Now that doesn't mean, that's not because I didn't like the subscription or I didn't like the project, because I did very much enjoy getting the subscription and I enjoyed the project. I enjoyed the little extras that they threw in with everything. But I want to try some other clubs too, so since I only bought that 3-month subscription, I'm going to go try another club for a few months, and then I may go back to Jimmy Beans or may try another club. Not sure, but I wanted to try another one, so I'm trying Mary Maxim next. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with Mary Maxim or know anything about it, but I've seen a couple people do videos on their Mary Maxim club, and I liked what I saw, so I'm going to give that one a try and see what I think. It's a new project every month, so that one is a little bit different than Jimmy Beans, where you got one project over the course of 3 months. So I'm not sure how big the projects are that are the 1-month project, but I can't wait to find out. So I'm excited about that, and I haven't gotten any information as to whether or not it's shipped. I'm kind of assuming that they may wait until the April shipment, since it was so late in March that I subscribed. So we'll see, and I'll let you know as soon as I get that. I'm going to do a little video of opening of that kit. So on to my finished objects. My first finished object is the biggie. That's my Jimmy Beans Monster Poof. I finished it last night. So this is what the poof looks like. I'll just turn it around for you. I was pleased with it. It looks a little lumpy right now because it is stuffed with a twin comforter, and I just, before the video, I just stuffed it in there because I wanted it for the video, and I didn't really take time to straighten it out or anything, so it's just kind of stuffed in there. And I think once we use it a little bit, it will be a little less lumpy. So that's what it looks like. And I will tell you that when I was finishing it last night, I had some issues with the pattern. As I read the pattern, you got to row 12 and everything worked out fine. Then you go to row 13. And in each one of the rows, this was a decrease section, so in each row you were ending up with 5 stitches less than the row before, and it was like that the whole way through. And row 12 ended with 55 stitches, so row 13 should end with 50 stitches. And when I counted up what they told you to do in the pattern, I was getting 50. When I did what they told me to do in the pattern, I was getting 50, but the pattern said I should have 40. So I think that was a misprint, because I kept adding things up and I wasn't getting 40. I never did get 40. So, and then the next row, instead of being marked round 14, it was marked round 12 again. And it said it had 45 stitches. So if this is a decrease row, and row 12 had 55 stitches, row 13 had 40 stitches, and row 14, which was marked row 12, had 45 stitches. So something just didn't add up. So I think that the row 13 was, the stitch count was marked incorrectly. I think it should have been 50. And then the last row was marked round 12. It should have been round 14. And then the way the pattern ended kind of confused me, because nowhere in the pattern did it say anything about how to close it. It just said after row 14, weave in your ends and you're finished. Well, after row 14, when you weave in your ends, this is what you're left with. So I wasn't sure if this was meant to be open. Now you'll see I didn't weave in my ends because I wasn't sure. And so I just wanted to let everything there just in case. So because I found the flaw in the pattern and I wasn't sure about how you were supposed to end it, I contacted Jimmy Beans, and they have a live chat button on their page whenever you sign into your account. So if you're a club member, you sign into your account, and there's different links there, and one of them is live chat. And so I clicked on live chat, but of course it was 11 o'clock last night, so nobody was available for a live chat, and I understand that. I'm sure their business was closed at that point. So it gives you a little link to click to message them. So I sent them a message and asked them about the pattern, the rows 13 and 12/14, and then closing it off. But in the meantime, I know another YouTuber mentioned this, and it may have been Carrie Penny over at Happy Crafty Homemaker, but she was saying that she wanted to make a poof, and so, but she wasn't a member of the crochet club. So she looked up the designer, and she went over to Ravelry and found the pattern on that designer's Ravelry page. So I did the same thing, and the designer also has a blog that you can get the pattern for free. So I went onto the blog and you can buy it on Ravelry ad-free, and then you can go on the blog and you can see it for free. So I went onto the blog, since I've already paid for the pattern, I went onto the blog to see what was going on with the cards that I had printed, and on her blog she did have something about the end of it, and she said that it's meant to stay open. So I guess it's meant to stay open so that you can fix the stuffing, you can stuff it more if it gets like worn down, or you could take it out and wash the poof and then stuff it again after it's been washed, which is a nice feature. So I don't mind that so much, and I think this is a good way to store an extra comforter. So if, you know, somebody comes over and we need an extra comforter, we can pull it out of the poof and use it and then put it back in the poof afterwards. So I'm not upset about the fact that it's open on the bottom. I actually don't mind that at all. So that's the poof. I will let you know if I hear back from Jimmy Beans. I don't expect to hear back until at least Monday, because this is the weekend and I figured that they're not in. And I haven't heard anything as of yet, although I haven't checked my email since probably about 10 o'clock this morning, so it could be that something came through today, but I kind of doubt it. So this is the poof. This is the finished product of my Jimmy Beans 3-month club, and I'm satisfied with it. I think it looks cute, and it's for my daughter's room and she likes it, so that's all that matters to me. So that's that. The next thing is this little hanging basket that I made the other night while I was watching TV. I used the extra yarn from the beanies that I was making. So this is the Yarn Bee True Colors yarn, and I think this color, I can't remember if this is gold or mustard, and then this is just gray, but this is a chunky yarn. So I made the little basket, and the little border around the top and around the hole of the hanger is the reversed single crochet stitch, and I've never done that stitch before, so that was kind of neat. I learned a new stitch. And I also, this stitch is a cross stitch, and I haven't done any cross stitches before. I've done cables, which have some kind of cross stitches in, but that was a little bit different for me. But I enjoyed making this, and it worked up really fast because of the chunky yarn. And I hang this next to my chair where I crochet, and I put my readers in there so I can read patterns. I put my flash drives in there for my YouTube channel, and I put my earbuds in there so that whenever I'm crocheting and want to watch a video and someone else is watching TV, I can use my earbuds. So that's my little basket, my hanging basket that I made, and I will put links in the description for all of the patterns of the things that I talk about today, so I'm not, just so I don't have to repeat that, but you will find links to everything in the description box. The next thing I made that amigurumi sheep that I showed in my last video, and I didn't really enjoy making the sheep, I think because of all the bobble stitches and this splitty yarn that came with the kit. So I decided to try something different, so this time I made a little seahorse. He's so cute. So this is my little seahorse. And I did enjoy making him. The only part that I wasn't real fond of making was the tail, and that's just because it's so tiny. And then the pattern called for you to put a chenille stem or a pipe cleaner in his tail, and I had difficulty with that. And mine ended up sticking out the end, and I was trying to put it back in and it just wouldn't go, so I ended up cutting it off. And then the tail is supposed to curl because you have the pipe cleaner in, but it wouldn't stay. So I decided just to tack the tail to his belly, and I think he looks cute that way. And it also called for safety eyes, which I didn't have, and I did order some of those on Amazon with my crochet hooks too, so they should be coming with my crochet hooks. But so I just stitched some eyes for him, and I think one of his eyes is bigger than the other, but that's okay. And his little mane, I just love his little mane. You make that separately and sew it, but he's all one piece except for his snout and his mane. So he was pretty easy to do, and I did it in very little time. So he's cute, and I had fun with him. So again, there'll be a link to that pattern. Next thing I made was kind of amigurumi related, and this is a phone beanbag. So this is meant to hold your cell phone so that you can watch videos on your cell phone. And I used, again, excess yarn that I have from making the beanies. And so I'm happy that I'm using up that yarn because I just have a few little scraps of that left. So it was nice to be able to use up some of that. And this didn't take much yarn at all, and it didn't take much time at all either, because it's that chunky yarn. It crocheted up pretty quickly. It's not perfect. I think I made a few mistakes here in the pattern because this side is a little wonky, and this, I feel like this should have been higher than it is. The pattern, the way that it looks in the pattern, it kind of has two levels, but it serves its purpose and I like it. So again, this is a mobile phone beanbag, and the pattern is, I'll link it in the description, but it has, there are more things that go along with this. So if you get onto this blog, you can see all the different patterns they have. They have bigger ones that are meant for tablets and iPads, and they're shaped like animals. Like they have one that's a unicorn. It's really, really cute. So I suggest you go on and look at that, but I'll link this in the description. And I found that on Pinterest. So then the next thing I made was, last night I was watching Billy at the Crafty Floridian. She did a live, and so I jumped on there to say hi, and I was watching her. And while I was watching her, I decided to pull out my Premier Home cotton, and I made this washcloth with it. And I just love this colorway, and I don't have the ball band with me at the moment, but I'll write that in the description as well, which colorway this one was. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is the Premier Home cotton that came in my mystery kitchen bag. And I just love the colors in it. It's that pale yellow and tan and white, and I thought it made a nice washcloth, or you could use this as a dishcloth, whatever you want, but I'm going to use it as washcloth. And I'm going to make a bunch more of them because I have 3 skeins of this, and I should be able to get like 2 washcloths out of one. So I should be able to make like 6 of them, maybe more, I don't know. But this is just the simple moss stitch and a single crochet border with a little chain hook. So that was really easy, and this was kind of mindless crochet. I just did it while I was watching Billy's live for something to keep my hands busy. And the next thing, the washi yarn, I'm still working on using the washi yarn. I tried making the bath poof the last time and it didn't go well, and I had some subscribers tell me to try using that along with a piece of cotton, like together, and I tried a little bit today and I was getting frustrated, so I just put it down. So I'm going to put that away for a little bit, and I may get it back out after I find some patterns that I like and try again. I'm not a fan of using that type of yarn. It's not that that particular yarn is bad or anything, I'm just not a fan of using that type of yarn. And I love the color that Premier sent. That purple color was really pretty. So, and I have a the Lion Brand cotton, comfy cotton cake that has like purple flecks in it, and it's gonna look cute together if I can get the pattern to work up easily. But it's just gonna take me some time to figure it out, and I just didn't feel like doing it, so I just put that aside for right now. And you know, if it ends up that I don't like it, I have 2 skeins that I haven't opened. I can put that in a giveaway later, but we'll see. The next thing I want to talk about is WIP, and my WIP right now is my sweater that I'm making from that Good Earth cotton that I purchased from Premier, and this is the cotton linen blend. And I originally started this sweater and I ended up frogging it because it wasn't coming out right and it didn't feel right. So when I went back to do it again, I was using a different hook size than what the pattern called for. And I can't even remember why I did that. I think because I was trying to make it like a little bit looser stitch because I wanted a summer sweater, but I didn't really need to because this is this is it done with the hook size that they recommend. So it's turning out actually nicer than I thought it was going to. The linen feels a little bit different than what I'm used to. It feels different than that Ultra Pima cotton that I used for the last sweater that I made. And I'll tell you, if you're looking for a really soft cotton to make a nice sweater like that, it's a sport weight or a DK weight, and it is called Cascade Yarns Ultra Pima. It's divine. I love it. Probably one of my favorite yarns, but this is really nice yarn too. Like I said before, as I'm working it up, it works up really fast. I don't have any splitting, which is really nice. And I'm starting to like the way it's draping. I said before I wasn't sure about the drape, but once I got a bigger piece worked up, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be okay. And you know, when you feel it this way, it feels soft, but it feels like it, I don't know, the linen is just I'm afraid the linen might be just a little scratchy, but I think once it's all worked up and you wear it or wash it, I think it's going to be soft enough. The color is gorgeous. Okay, so my camera's not playing nice again today. It shut off on me. But this is the Coral Beach colorway, and I was talking about that as I was going forward. I just love this colorway. It's gorgeous. So yeah, that's my WIP for this week. Also, while I was messing with my camera, I found the ball band for the Premier Cotton that I used for this dishcloth, and it's Golden Oak is the colorway, and it's just gorgeous. I like that. So the next thing I want to talk about is my plan for upcoming projects, and this is what I want to do for my upcoming project. This is a little llama. He is so cute. I cannot wait to make him. I have all of the yarn that I need in my stash to make him, which is another bonus for this one, that I get to use stash yarn for it. This comes from a blog called Grace and Yarn, and I got that on Pinterest, so I'll put a link to the pattern in the description box below for that. But I can't wait to try him. He's so cute. So that's basically everything I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching me, you guys. I really appreciate it. I can't believe I'm almost at 300 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button just below here. Click the little bell next to it to make sure you get notifications. If you've already clicked the subscribe button, don't click it again because you'll be unsubscribed then. And if you haven't seen any notifications, go back and see if you have your bell clicked, because for some reason, sometimes if I don't watch a video for a while, YouTube will turn off my subscription bell. I don't know why that is, but it's happened to me several times with several of the people that I watch, so just double check that. Give the video a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Keep stitching and stay cozy. Bye.